Hi, Marcel, the Wood Butcher. I've been working on a project that was strictly from the brain, absolutely no plans, never made one before, but the idea hit my head walking through different stores and seeing coolers that are made for patio use to hold your beverages, whatever, Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, Sprite, beer, anything that needs to be cold, food, anything that needs to be kept cold. And I was looking in the store, and I'm seeing prices for these cheap tin metal things that have got like a quarter-inch insulation on them for $119 at Big Lots, and then another one that I saw at Bed Bath & Beyond that was $249.99. Let's call it $250. And again, about a quarter inch of insulation, but it at least was made out of wood. But okay, so what I decided to do, I said, you know what? I want to build a patio cooler that would sustain the heat of Tucson, Arizona. So I did. And the best part is, I made it out of 2 pallets. I need one more pallet to complete the lid. But all is done except for 2 things. The lid and the 2 handles on each side. That's it. Or the 1 handle on one side so that it rolls easy. Because let me tell you something. This thing made out of oak pallets is heavy. And what I want to do is I want to reveal what it is so far. We're going to go outside for a second, and I got to bring a sample first of all. Yes, this is 3 layers of 3/4 inch styrofoam insulation. That's like 2 inches of styrofoam insulation on all 4 sides, and only 2 layers, which 3/4 equals whatever, on the bottom. The lid is going to be insulated too. But let me share with you what we've got so far, okay? We're going to step outside into the sunlight. I hope this doesn't, let's see. Here's what we got. And let me tell you something, it was tough taking the pallets apart, finding the slats, these things here, that would actually match up, right? Now the inside is not only insulated, but it's also lined with I hope the sun's not in the way of this too much, is also lined, the styrofoam is sealed between vinyl wainsboard, right, interlocking and caulked at every joint. And here's what the inside looks like. Don't mind the little dowel in there because that's going to be the handle, one of the handles, okay? And here's what we got inside. Yeah, there's some sawdust in there and some debris and that, but that's part of the construction process. But this is actually one of my proudest from Pallet Wood productions with no plans in mind. Just did it. I made it a little big, right? I mean, it's like, oh my gosh, I think it's, well, let's measure and see because I'm still not 100% sure. I think it's like 28 inches long. It's, yeah, there's 27 inches by 16 inches by 13.5 inches deep of storage space in there for your ice and your the beverage of your choice. And I wasn't going to post this until I actually completed the top and this and that. What I'm using for the top, I have a beautiful piece of 1/4-inch oak plywood, 1/4-inch oak interior that I'm going to, well, of course, you know, but and I need one more pallet to cover that plywood, you know, the oak plywood with the pallet slats so it matches. So I need one more pallet, and then I'll show the finished product. Let me tell you something about using pallet wood. Yeah, the pallet wood is free in most cases. In my case, it's free. I have a deal with a couple of local stores, and when their pallets are stacked up out back, you know, I weed through them, and I pick only the good ones. I don't take the ones that have all kinds of crap on them, or, you know, or they're painted and stuff like that. I want the ones that are nice and almost still look white, because they're easier to work with. But if you're going to work with pallets, understand, taking them apart is a laborious effort. Hey, notice I didn't swear this time at all, or even insinuate a swear word. Okay, is laborious. So I found an easier way when I know I need pieces that are, you know, so many inches long, or you know, whatever, is I take the jigsaw and I cut along the 3 support members of the pallet, you know, the one on the end, the other end, and the one in the the one in the middle. I take the jigsaw and cut as close to that as I can. Bing, bing, bing. And I end up with about 18-inch pieces from both sides, right? Which is good. Varying widths, or varying lengths, but the widths are all the same, right? And with the end pieces, I try to pull the nails out, because understand, with pallets they use spiraled nails with an adhesive in them. Getting those nails out is not as easy as you think. They actually say, "The hell with you," to a crowbar. They really do. And if you try to pry them out with a crowbar with the planks all the way across, let me tell you, you're going to split the wood that you really want. So just do it. If I can't pull the nails out of the supporting 3 rails, I use the old Dremel with a metal cutting wheel on it and cut them off. Use a nail punch, drive them in a little farther, and just take notice to where they are, and then continue to sand. Okay? But when I complete this completely, I'm going to post another video. And when I make the second one, because like I said, this one was a prototype. Absolutely no plans. It all came from my head. But I kept notes as I was doing it. Like I always told you in one of my previous videos, keep a binder or a notebook and pictures of the stuff you did that was good. If you really screwed up a cut or really screwed something up, keep a picture of that too. Keep it in a folder for that particular project. For instance, this one I call Patio Cooler. And I know what to do. Now, the next time I make one of these, I am going to make a video of the whole process. And it's probably going to be in a couple of parts. But a couple of people that saw it said, "Oh my God, you surpassed yourself with this thing." What they particularly liked was that the boards that surround it aren't evenly cut on the bottom. They're about a 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, this and that. You know, it kind of jaggles like this, you know, which gives it the rustic look. It cost me, my only investment of parts that I had to buy for this was the foam insulation and the vinyl wainscoting. And the casters I already had, and that's it. So this whole thing actually cost me to make, besides my labor time, about 18 bucks to make. And I was told if it sells less than $375, you're a sucker to take less than that. Okay? So, I'm getting better. And I'm showing you things of how to make money at your hobby or your craft. So, for right now, the introduction to this project, and like I said, when I do this was the prototype. When I do the regular one, I will show you step by step how to select the pallets, how to take them apart, how to treat them, how to assemble them, how to, cut them, assemble them, how to insulate it. It's probably going to be about a 4-step video. This guy took me almost, well, not working on it 8 hours a day, but took me almost 2 weeks to do. Okay? So, I'm going to share that with you and how to do these. But for right now, this is Marcel, the Wood Butcher, saying, Semper Fi. Protect your eyes, protect your ears, protect your lungs. Okay? Bye-bye.